to a string of issues with YouTube, my channel has been unfortunately demonetized for quite a while. So if you do enjoy my reactions and my content, I'll be moving to a different channel once it hits 500 subscribers. The channel link will be down in the description. Sorry for taking up your time. Enjoy the rest of the video. Oh well, what's up doggos? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction. Am I glad to say that again? Cause I've been looking forward to new content recently. Girdle of the Sands. Legend has it that in the depths of the boundless desert lies a forbidden realm where few have ever set foot. Beneath the barren wasteland, along with the ruins of an ancient civilization and the legacy of the divine, only a hidden lost darshan and mythical creatures safeguard the long-sealed memories. A hidden lost darshan. Huh. They updated the icon for Pyroregisvine. It definitely didn't look like that before. Sapienta Oromazdis, Chapter Act 2. Homecoming. Where lies the path home? Go to the entrance of Sumeru City. One day you and Paimon run into an old friend at Sumeru City's gates. Is it our dear Radish Archon?
Hey! Isn't that Nahida?
Nahida, just freely walking around outside. Yeah, sure.
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here!
Where's like your caretaker? Where's the small Radish Archon caretaker at?
Oh, hey there! It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
Same old, adventuring and stuff. Helping all kinds of people. The usual, mining, fishing, genius invocation, TCG, and casting crystal flies.
I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air.
Right?
I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Irminsul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do, but I can't remember what it is.
Please don't remember Rukkhadevata. It's probably the effects of the Irminsul.
Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Whoa, is it another?
Ooh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power.
It's not like another fairy tale you wrote to use as a backup for memory storage, is it?
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different.
Is this Rukkhadevata? It's most likely something that greater Rukkhadevata left behind. But what's with her foggy memory? Well, she forgot, right? It's concerning how she remembers that she forgot something. I got confused with Act 5 of Sumeru about how Irminsul truly works. It's not like a timeline change that happens physically. It's more of like a memory wipe. With that ending with Nicole just suddenly looming over us with that, like, narration, breaking the fourth wall or whatever. You know what? I don't know. I'm still confused. Oh, Bunko Head? The thing we've been asking for all this time. They're voiced. They have voices now.
I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help.
So it's not Bongo Head.
Alright, lead the way, little fungus.
Can I scan you? Are you?
I see everything. It seems to be anxious. Let's follow it and see where it leads.
I'm surprised I actually got to scan that. Oh, there's two more of them. One of them's like just chilling. Oh, why is your buddy like lopsided?
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
I just want to grab one of these and just hug it, you know.
Strange. Very strange.
Oh yeah?
This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them.
They were still like produced organically.
As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
So you're saying it only looks like a fungus?
Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power.
Right.
The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away.
The void, okay. Did he do nothing? Did he do something? Oh god, it's gonna talk. It's gonna actually talk.
My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro. Is it really the Lord of Dendro?
Hello to you as well.
Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
You're welcome.
Ah! It can talk? You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
You're welcome.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms,
Blame the
you
Irminsul.
don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness.
Could you be a Sealy?
Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever.
Oh wow, that got fucking
A
dark.
horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control.
Oh.
We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru
Oh, they're
to
not
search for a
from.
way to rescue my homeland.
They're not.
We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten.
Might be somewhere pre-Teyvat.
That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family. I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home should be safe now. We can go home.
Is there a home to go back to?
I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can.
Like, what species were you like before?
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now.
Through your telepathic abilities.
That should do it.
Just suddenly in your head while you're going about your daily business. Hey, citizen, it's your favorite Dendro god, Nahida.
The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Agreement?
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
The fact that this blurry segment exists is just a problem in and of itself.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait?
Sure.
The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
Act 2. Homecoming. Fungi Man Homecoming.
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
Are you talking about the crystal, or are you talking about your fuzzy memories?
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
No matter how long it's been, it still looks like it had suddenly... The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Frozen in place?
Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment.
Evolution.
After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands.
So they just morphed into fungi. So do you mean I could have killed some of these guys already?
We are Dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
How about you change back into your true form? How's that? How's that sound?
Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
You have no back.
Huh?
The Paimon's just gonna
Paimon
sit
isn't
on
that
top of...
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Yeah, well, you're a fungi child. Nahida is twice your size. Paimon, that would probably work, but she floats, so what's the point?
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes. One was my friend, and the other was my child.
Well, it's just two same-sized fungi stacked on top of each other.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name. The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things.
Don't worry, you can try to remember it along the way.
Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Oh, it's one of these zones.
It's the Withering.
It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes. I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the Withering is formed? Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the Withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering, but what a sad and pitiful end.
Its entire home was withered.
After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
I got this. This is a product of forbidden knowledge after all.
So you're worried about me. It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. But when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
Done.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home. It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them, even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Oh shit.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. They found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Oh, is it the second
Okay,
mushroom
follow me.
from the trailer? The one that looks like Trolley Whirlwind.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
Huh? You can do that?
Nahida is a god! Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her!
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process
Limitations of time. Poof. Oh!
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
So how does it feel? How do you like it?
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is? I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Alright, good luck, Nahida! Let's go, traveler!
Ain't no way, fungi pov. Holy shit. Wait, ooh.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
What, are you serious? Fungi QTEs?
Why is it reacting like that?
Mine? Oh lord.
Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me.
What the fuck? How was I supposed? Okay, fucking hell. Well, screw the other guy.
This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
There. See? That fella.
Ah, so this is the one. Understood.
No. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nahida uses her elemental power on the fungus. Seeing their companion regain consciousness, you find you were okay.
Nahida? What's wrong? I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that.
Are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time. It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the Fungi way. Apocalypse ended? Go home now? Yes.
See.
Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered. I remember.
Oh, good.
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon?
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon.
One of the 7 sovereigns.
I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Yeah, but one that predates Dvalin.
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Us. There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself.
An entire world? That thing's flat as a seaweed, like...
It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Is it like Dendro slimes giving birth to smaller slimes?
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is
Thanks.
that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
No shit.
If that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago, which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated, then a big void will also form inside the dragon! Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now.
That's why it was all dull and desaturated in the trailer.
But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization?
So saving the Dendro Dragon is the important thing you need to do.
Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before, and see if they can locate your other family members. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
She's just like sending text messages. Is that guy who ratted me out? Thanks for the fruits, though.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you. Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
There are 2 things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Paimon understood that! No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away. Everyone hold it.
Lord of Dendro is a kind god, just as described in the prophecy.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life!
When you say invading plant life, you mean... Oh. Oh.
Gotcha!
Whew! That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Nahida, are you feeling better?
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand.
The Skyfrost nailed the Celestia pillar.
In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods.
I thought the gods and dragons were on good terms.
Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why Apep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like. Do you not like our family? That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
So what if my looks changed? What if Paimon looks changed?
Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
That depends on how big of a change it is.
Understood.
Oh,
Thank you.
she got the text message back.
Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now.
Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place that no one can return from.
The chasm.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form?
Like a fairy tale.
I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
We're going to the chasm? We're going to the chasm! Wow, it's been a while since I've been down here.
So that elemental life form form.
Well, that was a
came
cool
all the way here
transition.
on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here.
The nail.
I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Teyvat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form.
You mean the oozing filth?
Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor. But Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
And the last thing I expected for this quest was Nahida in the Chasm. Oh. Rift Wolves. Contaminated Rift Wolves.
It's over there!
Oh, now's a good time to take out this gadget I have not used in forever.
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Oh.
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the Lifeform from the prophecy.
Oh.
That light!
Wait. Something dark is coming out. Something's not right!
Oh, it's been contaminated. Everyone
What's
back up.
going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no! But we still have tons of questions we need to ask.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power.
Wait, don't do it. This is definitely connected to forbidden knowledge.
But this is our only chance.
I said no, and I mean it. We ain't getting you corrupted. We can't go through that again. Rukkhadevata.
Traveler!
Right. I'm sorry, I got a little anxious.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's see if we can think of another way.
What about the crystal?
Oh yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs.
Lumin is very bent on just not letting her find out about Rukkhadevata.
You want to use its power, but
It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand. This no good, that no good. Save life. Important.
Yes,
What he said.
I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
it's okay. There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it.
Well, we purified the Volunteer all that time ago. And we've never kind of used that
I understand that you
power.
have...
Don't worry. Should be fine. Oh. You good? You're good. You sound like you're okay. Hi.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
Wait, what?
That sounds about right.
How does it remember
After
that?
all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here.
It's like a dog. That's Rukkhadevata.
To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
Rukkhadevata. Unless this is like the history of the altered memory version after the Irminsul, and this is maybe just.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that.
He was partly responsible for the
I chose
ooze.
to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving
Fire
the Dendro
seed?
dragon.
Oh well, I see the flame.
Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro dragon's heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the fire seed, then the Dendro dragon will begin to recover.
We gotta get it to it ASAP
And
then.
as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is Apep's source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Is that a
Why?
that?
What's...
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know.
Okay, we should reserve the power for Apep, right?
The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Alright.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro dragon, the fire seed can also resonate with the heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro dragon by following the guidance of the fire seed. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured.
Whoa.
It's enough for me,
I thought we.
just knowing that they will return home.
What?
Hey! Wait! It turned into oozing filth.
So it was only temporary, even the seed. It's. Oh no.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
It's just the physical
I
form.
can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Let's go!
Jeez.
Home.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, look! Something's over there!
Whoa. Whoa!
We found it. Apep, the Dendro dragon.
You're fucking massive. That's not the dragon I saw in the trailer.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, brewer.
Is this a PNG?
You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as
A
time.
moon.
Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Foolish brewer. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the 7 nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never
What
seen
the
that before.
fuck? Oh, it's like it has like the material and textures of.
It's our family.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
One of them looks like a seashell.
All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
Oh god.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat?
I would not like to see that.
Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
More like the fish will be mutated with like 7 other limbs. We can talk about this later. Let's deal with them first.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature. All they want to do is survive.
I don't remember them introducing this type of enemy in the thing. What the hell? Ow. What the f- Hey, why is you pulling a Pac-Man on me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, oh, whoa, whoa. I'm sorry. Shit.
It seems only the fire seed or Apep's heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Let me think for a second.
But like, if Apep heals, everyone starts healing, right? So you guys just have to wait your turn.
It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this.
But
Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
Alright, fine, if you say so.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to Apep again. After all, that giant Dendro dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Yes! Yes!
Yas!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Careful.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Oh, they just dissipate. And it all goes into Bongo Head number 2.
Whoa! It's shiny now!
fuck is this, Pokemon?
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Oh, wait a second. Are we going to where I think we're going? Oh, for fuck's sake, who the hell aggroed onto me now? Hi, coming through. Don't worry, you guys, do your thing. I'm not here to disturb you. It is. It's the giant hole.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro dragon lives?
I'll see what I can do. Apep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way. I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people.
We're just
They've been
saving you
searching
is
for a way
enough.
to save you ever since they left their homeland.
We can
They
heal
yearn for a
Sumeru.
chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
The void.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful?
The void. Hurry, grab onto me.
Please keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland.
Oh, we're in the boss
Yeah.
arena.
Where are we?
Lumine?
Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well,
That's
then let's
weird.
go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead.
Oh, is it gonna give me trial Nahida? Oh, this is weird. Oh, fuck, this is weird. I'm so glad they removed the UI for like moments like these. Look at this place. It's the arena, alright. Oh, you see that? That's like the barrier that usually triggers the boss.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore Apep with
It's
elemental
not that
power.
easy. That's why we have a boss fight.
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed! What happened?
Fragile?
It shattered.
Oh, come
It
on.
was even more unstable than I expected.
Not when we're here.
Why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh, do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come on, Paimon, think!
The fire seed is technically just a ball of highly concentrated elemental power. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You'll just be a human fire seed.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
You become Paimon number 2.
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born.
Wow, that is much worse.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that Apep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
Only some time? How long is some time?
If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
Not putting yourself on the line.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options.
Fuck.
Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
Is this fight going to happen without me being there?
No. Please, no, Nahida.
Lumine, no. Oh, thank you, God. Nahida.
The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro.
Oh. You?
We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true.
Oh. You became a tumor.
Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home.
Even
Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Even you?
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Apep, come on. Apep. Oh! Jesus, you do look like a piece of seaweed.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Okay, phase 2. There's 3 phases. 3 phases. Oh, fuck. It's terrifying. Okay, this... Right.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again.
What?
I will wait for
What the hell is that? That line was just redacted. Holy sh... How many... Oh my god, there's so many versions of you. You're like their buffer. What in the world? Oh, I need to kill them so I can kill this. Oh, this is a cool mechanic though, not gonna lie. I've been taking note, but the music though? Oh, seashell on the seashore. Phase 3. And it rises back up. Hey, you're You look healthy again. But you still hate us. Yes, of course you do. Warden of Oasis Prime revived by the fires.
It's no which means light. It will be your name for now.
Enter the shield of what? Oh, what the? The aftershocks of the apocalypse? Oh, I like this song. I almost want to hear more of it first. You know what? Yeah, well, wait. Alright, let's finish this. We're done. We're done.
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You Fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? And let us know that you're alright.
That's enough, Paimon. I know you're sad.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. Just as they did. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be.
Alright, just give us access to the world within you now.
But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Sumeru will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. My position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Yeesh, who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Epilogue.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that,
Right.
causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, All the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day.
You really are insane.
When Alachmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse.
You swallowed the forbidden knowledge.
I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believe that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Hey, looks like we've been sent back out. Still in one piece, too.
It's not as ruthless as it was before.
I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Bringing everyone home was supposed to be a happy occasion, but it seems to have lost some of its meaning.
Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The Hydra fungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look. How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened? They're still here. Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back.
Boing, boing, boing.
I'm sorry. I really am, but it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again, someday.
Bird. Oh, we're done. Just much shorter than I thought it was going to be. All right, we didn't even go in here. Ah, there we go. There we go. There's the domain. So, well, obviously we didn't resolve the conflict between the Archons and the Sovereign. This Sovereign, the Dendro Sovereign. Its relation to us might be neutral.
Mock you in my heart.
So that's good. That means Sumeru isn't going to be overrun by Dendro. Just like overflowing Dendro energy. So we saved Sumeru kind of again. We had to sacrifice. Well, it's not. Well, it's basically sacrifice because they're gonna forget everything. I did hope they dived a little bit more into the history of the Sovereigns. I even thought we were going to see this world that they were talking about, the Oasis inside Apep. I thought it was gonna be like a different version of the Eternal Oasis, but like inside Apep, like a little bubble universe or something. Well, we did learn quite a few new things. I don't think the fact that the ooze in the chasm was actually a remnant of the apocalypse. I didn't like the forbidden knowledge was like hidden in the ooze. I didn't know that. And also these like elemental life forms. So we did learn quite a lot of few things, but I'd only wish we learned more about, you know, the heavenly principle, the heavenly order, and the sovereigns. That's what I wanted to know more about. Because I kind of know a lot from watching lore videos already, and just reading in-game text myself. So what I mean is the Before Sun and Moon, the book. That book. That basically detailed the arrival of Phanis, the second one who came, the sovereigns, the conflicts, and the 5 books that followed, the 4 books that followed after that too, while we were in Konomi, the library. So yeah, I kind of know mostly the gist of it from there, and this story quest kind of went a bit more in depth into that part. Dude, we're almost at France, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure France is like above here, no? Fontaine. We're near the end of Sumeru's storyline for now. I'm going to explain to the sun what happened to the other fungi, Bongo Head too. I really wanted to do something for them so that they'll have a chance to meet again. Yeah, and apart from these 2 fungi, Paimon's also a little worried about the floating animal fungus's camp. I have an idea. Why don't we bring them over to live with the other fungi? Both sides have previously lived in the presence of elemental life form, so their habits should be similar. Oh, seems like the fungi here recognize us. They're so friendly and gentle. Then the life form must have held in high regard by everyone living here. Huh? Are you trying to play with Paimon? Yeah, because you guys are the same size. Well, okay then. Paimon will be over playing with the fungi. Off you go. Have fun. I owe you an apology. When the fire seed shattered while we were inside Apep, I had planned to sacrifice my power. Did Paimon tell you that? Yeah, and I was a little worried. Yeah, and I was a little angry. I am a little angry. You can't just abandon everyone like this, Nahida. I wasn't calm enough. I should have given it more thought and made a better judgment of the situation. When I realized that the Dendro dragon was in danger and that Sumeru's safety was being threatened, I couldn't help but feel anxious and scared. If I decided not to take action when things can still be done, or if time ran out before I've used up all my energy, using my powers may be the easiest way out, but it's also the most difficult. You still have room for growth. Yes, and I think I learned a lot from them. I understand what it means to have their wishes come true, but I'm still unable to accept it. Why did it sound so peacefully content when it was doing something that just makes you want to cry? It's like I still haven't fully grasped the concept of empathy yet. This isn't your fault. I feel the same. Thank you for comforting me. Feelings are really complex things, and there is still a lot for me to learn. Huh? They're even taking care of the crops. Are they simply mirroring the elemental life form's behaviors? But since that fungi even learned to speak, all of this might be due to the long-term effects of elemental power. Time is a powerful thing. From now on, I'll be keeping an eye on this fungi camp and come check on them once in a while. I want to preserve the traces they left behind in order to create an opportunity for them to meet in the future. After all, that fungus remembered the name Nur. Its memories came back. I believe in their bonds as a family. I believe in miracles. Let's think of it as a beautiful wish then. Nahida, the fungi brought over some fruits. Come have some. Okay, I'm coming. So is this saying like, even without elemental energy, they can potentially evolve into like with the same, I guess, intelligence of the elemental life form?
And past me forgot to record an outro, so you know, hey, thanks for watching my reaction to Nahida's Part 2, Sapienta Oromastis. Let me know what you guys thought of the story quest. I thought it was a nice addition upon her own lore, as well as content about this dragon sovereigns. And I've also been playing through the world quest recently, and that thing is like a huge lore bomb. I don't know if I will have time to upload that because I have IRL deadlines coming up, unfortunately. Yeah, let me know, guys, what you thought about the story quest. If you what you liked about it, or what you thought could have been touched upon more. And with that, hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. See ya.